Hey everybody, Brian from the Cabinet Joint here. We're going to be talking about how to install glass in a mullion or frame only door. So let me start by saying we don't supply the glass for you. That would have to be tempered glass. It would end up breaking in the truck on the way to you. So we do not supply glass. You'll have to get the glass cut by your local glass shop. And I'll talk about sizing your glass in a moment for the opening. I'm also going to mention the material that we use to hold the glass in is this rubberized gasket material. That comes in a big clump like this. It doesn't come cut to length. This only works for 1/8" thick glass. If you have 1/4" thick glass or some kind of expensive leaded glass that's not 1/8 of an inch, this gasket won't work. In that case, we're going to sell you with your cabinet doors, it comes with the frame only door, a painted wooden molding that kind of wraps over the edge of the glass and pinches it in place. You're going to want to factor that molding in because the little leg that drops in behind the glass will reduce your glass width. So you'll want to take that into account and figure out what the glass width needs to be with that little wooden leg going over. And then that molding will actually pin to the door frame itself. I don't have any of that here to show you. We don't do much of it. I would say 99% of the glass we sell is this. But if you do have an odd glass that's 1/4 of an inch, you will get a different wood molding to retain your glass into your door frame. So how this works is you're going to measure the width and height of your opening, okay? So in this case, I have an 8 1/8 width by 29 1/4 length. I'm going from inside measurements here. When I go to my glass shop or Lowe's or wherever I'm going to get my glass cut, I'm going to deduct 1/8 of an inch from that dimension. Reason being, I want the glass to drop in with a little bit of wiggle room. If I make it exactly that dimension, there's a chance they might cut it a little too large and the glass will not go into the opening. It's okay if it's 1/8 of an inch smaller because this gasket molding will pinch it into place. So I went ahead and had this ordered from Lowe's and we just drop our glass into the opening. You can see it drops in nice and tight. Got a little bit of wiggle room, that's fine, all right? Now what you're gonna do is take your glass molding and you're gonna measure that dimension I gave you earlier inside. You're gonna measure 4 pieces of this. You're going to make them 29 1/8 long, and you're going to cut the ends at a bias, a 45 degree, because these pieces are all going to meet in the corner. So we want a little gasket line there to be at a 45 degree. So I went ahead and cut 4 pieces, 2 at 29 1/8. This one's at 8 and whatever I said, 8 1/8 and 29 1/4. Now what we do is we take this, and you can see it's got this little toothed edge, this spline groove. That presses into a groove that runs all around the cabinet frame, the door frame. So all I've got to do is put my one mitered corner in the corner and I just press it into place. Now I can take my long one on the one edge and press it into place, making sure I start at the corner. Just work our way down. Okay, so now I have what looks like a bead of silicone. It's nice and clear. I can still see my cabinet finish below it. Here's the best part, folks. When I shut the door, the glass thuds. It doesn't have that chatter we used to get when we used to use glass clips that mounted to the back of the door and kind of pinched the glass. And when you shut your cabinet door, you'd hear the glass kind of rattle in the door. This almost sounds like a regular panel in a door. So it's a really great way to hold your glass in place. Again, you'll do the cutting to fit, but it doesn't take long. If you've got a lot of glass doors, you might have 45 minutes of cutting and pressing that molding in. If your glass ever breaks, Junior runs into it with a tricycle on your island or whatever, you can pull that right out, replace the glass, and pop all these gaskets back in. It is not permanent. So it just makes a great way to install your glass. So we hope that helps. If you have any questions, be sure to call your cabinet coach and let them know. They'll walk you through it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great day.